First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll bring this to about the 25. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Second down and 8.
Here we go. Set. Set. Go.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll send their tight end left.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On the double.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Go now. Hut, hut.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. Here's a 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Josh Allen on the bootleg. Inside the 10, it is caught. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Big time pitch and catch there on 3rd down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. The motion man is Johnson.
What's that?
First and goal, and here's Montgomery. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he'll take it on in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Set, hut.
His drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Down.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Here we go. Hut.
Love to throw on first and 10. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's Love. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This one intercepted. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. Play action. It's Allen. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion, Lamb. From the gun, Josh Allen. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man complete to Johnson. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On the ground, Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Adds a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. And that one incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
The Bears call out their field goal team. This from 45 yards away. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bears will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here comes Hill on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Strike it, strike it. Set, cut.
Now Love. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A carry here for Montgomery. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. So now they'll throw it with Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Allen to the outside, complete to Johnson. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, hold. Off 52.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Alert! What's that?
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Third down and 9.
Alert! We go.
Now it's Allen. Open man, right side. He's got it. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down. So, points at a premium. Deep.
With the score, Bears 10.
Middle. Alert! Attack!
Now Allen on first down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The tight end, Komet, is on the move.
Attack! Middle. We go.
Throwing is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. They'll go play action. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
The Bears call out their field goal team. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will open up a 13-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
They'll run here. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Now on 2nd and long.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's...
Like damn, why I get a like yarn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. To the 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set, dying them streets. To the boy, I lay hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light scan in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on. I ain't never your kind, late, but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt, but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 in a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. But you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big wrapped up shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
That underground music, riding in the hood, I use it. Tighten up, you a lose. I approve. I bet, I step and approve. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. Come with a wish list. I can show you this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey,
delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmitt Smith, running back. She gotta make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing nails, painting nails. Calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them brands of the mail. I'm in Miami, so we know the bands of Denzel. I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And never again. Sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So what's a strong safety's job, Mike? It's easy. Make impact plays, and that impact doesn't always have to be down in the box or with a big hit. They are just as much ball hawks as any defensive back on this team, and he proved it with that interception.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll take this down to about the 15. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action now. Here's Allen. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Chicago. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 15.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Third and 9.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 17 yards, the gain there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to air this one out for Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Fight on these two. Come back.
One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's very close to first down yardage. They're going to mark him shy, though, at the 48.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
So they'll talk over.
With the score, Bears 7.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Yellow. 15.
They'll motion a tight end right. On third down, Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Yellow.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his tight end, Kittle. A gain there of 11. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
First and 10.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
43! 43!
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. Now Mahomes. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. Play action. It's Allen. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
Out. 56, 56.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
One more time for Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
After the races, innovative energy is contagious. Pick up the paces, one for the ages. Ain't no debating, we gonna make it. Hey, hey, back to the basics. Dedicated, breaking out of the matrix. Levitated, flying higher than spaceships. Elevated, celebrated. Woo, woo. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. We about to blow, act like you know. Hey, we on a roll, look at me go. Hey, bringing it home, we in the zone. Hey, 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 look at me go. Now you see me, now you don't. If you didn't know, now you know. No, perseverance, my cologne. You can see I got it on. Hold up, wait, stop. You can meet me at the top. I
brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
Here comes a return from the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Quick throw on the RPO, it's Hill. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Allen going to throw to get things going. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. He'll get him to the line and spike it right here.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bears send out their punt team as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work.
Let's go now.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. He's into space past the 25. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A first down throw for Nix. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Broncos. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Play action now. It's and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get to 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. 3rd and long. Allen from his own end zone. A quick slant taken by Lamb. He's got room past the 25. And that will give them some space. Moving it all the way past the 40-yard line. So a big 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. On play action, Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Down the sideline to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Denver. Big play out of the...
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Cleveland. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Into the air right away is Allen. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
To throw, it's Allen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hester. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Red on red. 30 left.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Lion.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and pound it in with Sayers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. To the left side and caught by Hester. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the gun, it's Allen. He completes it to Julio Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space,
to the right side and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence on the move to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Lawrence. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Fridge, William Perry. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. 2nd and 10.
11. Go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Hey, home. Go.
Allen off the play fake. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Allen going to audible to a different look. 4th First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 83 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Allen off the bootleg, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has...
Touchdown, Bears! Rome Odunze. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Oh, he fakes the spike. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's so close.